I don't know, somehow that, in my mind, told me even more about him than the charity that he runs. So, let's gain some altitude and get to the second part. Oh, well, we have an emergency motor out. For you, this is just a regular old Woody flies from his house again video. For me, it's a big deal. One, the air looks beautiful. Are you seeing this sky? Are you seeing that windsock? That windsock is, I was gonna say limper than a 70-year-old. That seems classless, doesn't it? It's late April, and I haven't flown as much this month as I normally do. There's some motor problems I had, which I detailed in my 200-hour review, and some flight problem. I crashed. Let's not talk about that. Let's pretend that didn't happen. But I had a bad landing, so that took me out for a little bit, and now I'm about to send it. Oh my God, future Woody here. Ignore this bonehead. He does not know the flight that he's about to have. He's just talking about uphill no wind launches or something. Whatever. I'll let you know how it went. Started off well enough. There was a little bit of this. I was pretty happy. Spring has sprung. Oh, everything is so good. I'm so happy right now. Like I forgot to aviate, right? Like I'm not flying the paramotor. I just thought to myself a second ago, like, Woody, do you even know your altitude right now? Are you paying attention? No, you jackass, you're not paying attention because I called it by accident. Because you're taking selfies of yourself, flipping the bird to your friends. That's Kylo Glee. Yeah, I'm in a very good mood because I'm flying, because I haven't flown enough. This is my therapy. Now check this out. Gabe, one of my Hell's Aviator para friends, sent a selfie back. Yeah, we're really not grown-ups. So at one point in this flight, I thought, you know what? Maybe I can get above those clouds. So I laid on the throttle for a while, got to like 5,000 feet, and didn't seem like I was any closer to clouds. I don't know about you, but for me, it's harder to estimate cloud height than you might guess. It's like, oh, they seem like they're 2,000 feet away. You gain 3,000 and they still seem 2,000 feet away. So I got kind of cold at 5,000 feet and decided to just do a couple wing overs, asymmetric spirals, barrel rolls, you know, the standard thing. And yeah, still good time. By the way, as I'm watching this, do I have a habit of grabbing the risers or what? Oh my God, I'm such a noob. That's got to get sorted out. I grab the risers like every time I'm not pulling brake on that hand. It looks like I pull risers. But yeah, anyway, this for me is a good day. And it started out just fine. All right, this place in front of me is cool. We call it the obstacle course. I named it in the fall when there were hay bales all over it. So now I guess it's just kind of a maze. But the thing is, you can fly around it down low, and it gives you like, I don't know, kind of a maze or corridor to fly through. I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully, I won't biff it. Green trees, you're awesome. Welcome back. Happy to see you. Check this out. So right now it seems plenty wide, right? But there is a spot coming up. It's pretty narrow. As a matter of fact, it's narrow enough that I'm like, it's springtime. Is it safe? Has it grown over the winter? What are we dealing with here? I got this. Mostly. What is that? Oh, it's a turkey. A fake turkey. But this is the obstacle course. You can buzz around here. There's a tree that I practice on mostly in the other direction. I don't know why my audio is so bad. I copied Tucker Gut piece of equipment for piece of equipment, yet he sounds better than me. Maybe he's being better about only talking at low throttle. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll ask him for some help because I really want to have great audio. Anyway, let's get back to the programming. And then there's a tree, we'll smash right into it. And we'll lift the last second. And then come back down. Flying around the obstacle course. I'm slightly envious of just how good Mark Honeycutt is at foot dragging. So now every flight I make sure to foot drag all over like my area of North Carolina so that I can build up my skills too. And here's me practicing. It's kind of tough. Everything is like uphill and bumpy in my area. There's no real beginner areas to do it, but it works out okay. It was at about this point in the video I thought, you know what, Woody, this is too much like every other video you make, so try something better. Let's tell a story. So, spoiler alert, at the end of it, I realized that I'm a bit of an asshole, and I should donate some money so that I could at least do some good in this world. So here I am, storytelling, thinking that I'm doing something cool by like doing it in a sat and not even mentioning that I am. When I get a little further along, stabilize, and it gets to this part. I don't know, somehow that, in my mind, told me even more about him than the charity that he runs. So, let's gain some altitude and get to the second part. Oh, well, we have an emergency motor out. We're gonna put it down in this field. On our left, if things go well. Ground's a little bumpy. All right, I landed the wing like a chump, but I guess I'll take it. Let's figure out what's wrong with this motor. So I figured out the problem. I don't know if I'll be able to film it very well, but I have this custom wiring harness, made it myself, that ties in my strobe into the battery. And I'm trying to show you right there. Those wires are hooked on in such a... They were just bent and vibrated a million times. And I need to do a better job. So I will. But for right now, I need a ride home. All right. Well, we have a story. It's not the one I intended on telling. I don't know how much I've explained. My mind's a little mixed up right now, but I did this custom wiring thing to tie my strobe into my battery that starts the paramotor, and I guess we bent the wire at like too tight a thing, and then you just vibrate it 1,000 times and you got issues. I don't know. I still maintain that e-start is more reliable than pull start. I've owned both. My pull start failed me like 4 times, just like broke in, had to get new parts in 15 hours. And the e-start I've had problems with 2 times in 200 hours. So that's way better. But, and the second one was my fault because it's a Woody custom wiring job. Anyway, so I carried my wing, I don't know how far it is, maybe 3/4 of a mile, some giant farm. And it's sitting by the side of the road. Next, I have to go paddle that way and around the corner and hike out my motor. I called my wife. She's gonna pick me up in my truck and we'll take it home. She's complaining about driving my truck, which just seems like proof that it's time for a new truck, right? This makes sense to me. So, you know, I often fuss that North Carolina is all trees. Like if you just don't touch land for a while, 10 years you'll have a forest. But sorry about the shaky camera. I'm hiking. This is my walk out. I had to go somewhere back out there. It's not that far. I might have called it 3/4 of a mile before, not sure, but it's probably less, like half a mile. These guys have a beautiful lake, and yeah, I'm almost there. Getting my steps in. I know you can barely see me, just doing an update. I've been here maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes watching YouTube videos. Battery's running low on this phone, and my wife is almost here. I think it's like 5 minutes. So soon I will be rescued. I have an update, and it sucks. Here, listen. Do you hear that tippity tap sound? It's not much, it was more a second ago. It's raining. Something is raining. And there's lightning bugs in my, oh, that's my helmet. Anyway, it's raining, and I'm ready to get out of the rain. I think it's happening. Ooh. I think my wife is here. This should be her. She's driving so slow. I should be more appreciative. My rescue party is here.
We are here.
Yeah. I'm home. I'm rescued. All is well. Drying off the wing because it started to rain on me. In general, I don't like to modify stuff too much. You know, like drill a hole for a smoke system in your exhaust. That's the spot where your exhaust cracks. Make a homemade wiring harness so that you can run your strobe off the same battery used to start your motor. That's the spot where your wiring fails. And that's what happened. So we'll get that fixed up and we'll send it again.
All right, and as kind of an outro, I thought I'd show you guys. This is the before. I used this liquid electrical tape, turned to be a bad idea. This is the inside of it fixed with the shrink wrap, and then I put shrink wrap around the shrink wrap system, and I think that going forward, it's going to be much more reliable. I should have done this in the first place, but I didn't have shrink wrap, so it is what it is. Now we should be set up for success.